three mates, Dazza, Shazza and Bruce, were parked at their usual spot in the pub. Dazza, a mountain of a man with a heart of gold, was halfway through his 10th schooner of beer. His words were already slurring together like a drunk trying to recite the alphabet backwards. Shazza, a woman who could drink a rugby team under the table, was matching Dazza beer for beer. She punctuated every other sentence with a boisterous laugh that could curdle milk. And then there was Bruce. Bruce liked his herbal remedies, if you catch my drift. He was currently lost in a cloud of his own making, staring intently at a packet of chips like it held the secrets to the universe. The telly in the corner, usually tuned to the footy, was showing some documentary about religious artifacts. Nobody was paying any attention except for Bruce, who occasionally glanced up between puffs, his eyes glazed over. Suddenly, the documentary shifted to a dramatic shot of a golden cup, light shimmering off its surface. The narrator boomed, "And this, my friends, is believed to be the Holy Grail." Bruce shot up like he'd been electrocuted. "The Holy Grail!" he exclaimed, his voice echoing in the mostly empty pub. Dazza and Shazza, momentarily distracted from their drinking competition, looked at Bruce as if he'd just grown a second head. "It's a sign," Bruce declared, pointing a shaky finger at the telly. "We have to find it!" Dazza, in his inebriated state, thought Bruce was talking about the remote, which had mysteriously disappeared again. "Yeah, good luck with that, mate. It's probably down the back of the couch with all the other lost souls." The next morning, nursing hangovers of epic proportions, Dazza and Shazza found themselves dragging a still stone Bruce out of his flat. Apparently, he'd convinced them to go on a quest for the Holy Grail. Neither of them could quite remember how. They piled into Dazza's beat-up ute, which smelled strongly of stale beer and regret. Bruce had drawn a map on the back of a pizza box, which he claimed would lead them to the Holy Grail. It looked suspiciously like a doodle of a unicorn eating a rainbow. Their first stop was a dodgy, antique shop on the outskirts of town, run by a woman who looked like she could tell your fortune just by smelling you. Bruce was convinced she had the Grail hidden amongst the dusty furniture and broken crockery. He spent an hour interrogating a chipped teapot, much to the amusement of Dazza and Shazza, who were raiding the shop's stash of stale biscuits. After several more misadventures, including getting lost in the outback, being chased by a flock of angry sheep and accidentally crashing a medieval reenactment, they ended up right back where they started, the pub. Dazza, nursing a fresh schooner, looked at Bruce, who was slumped over the bar, defeated. "So," he began, "about that Holy Grail." Bruce sighed. "It was all a mistake," he mumbled. "It wasn't a sign from God." Just then, Shazza burst through the door, holding up a chipped and stained coffee mug with a triumphant grin. "Found it!" she exclaimed. "Turns out the Holy Grail was in the back of your ute the whole time, Bruce." Dazza and Bruce stared at the mug, then at each other, and finally they both burst into laughter. The Holy Grail might have been a bust, but the quest itself had been one hell of a ride.